Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. John, myself, Fox here on the show this afternoon is your Jim. Afternoon, Jim.
It feels like evening by the colour of the sky. Afternoon. Fox. Afternoon, Fox and old school.
How we doing, mate? All right, looking forward to this. Feels like a big game.
I think this is going to be a very, very hard game up here. I think this pitch could be a leveller for them. And I think they'll try to boot us off it. That's my fears and my thoughts of the day already. I'm a wee bit worried about this up here today. First over the way they kind of put the boot in there right there. And I don't think they'll be short of the day. I think we need to have a right head on and get up here today.
Put the ball in the net, mate. Put the ball in the net. Takes everything out of the game, yeah?
You're right. You're right. As I'm saying, just hope he picks the right personnel for up here today.
Well, I just want to say welcome to Rangers, and excuse me if I don't pronounce this right. Toshi Chukwueze, so officially announced this afternoon. So welcome to the club, midfielder, 22-year-old, I believe 6'2". It's not the time to talk about him now, but welcome to Rangers, and I hope he's a successful signing, Jim. Yeah.
Yes, big chucker. Hope the big man does a business for us.
Are you on the chuck wagon, yeah?
Aye, I'm on the chuck wagon. See how it goes. But as we said before, these other players, Scottish football's not for everybody, and just hope the boy gets a chance to settle in.
Yeah. So the team today is basically one change. It's the same team as the Old Firm game. Butland, no, it's not actually. Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Diamondi, Asgard, Gassama, Moore, and Chermiti. Substitutes: Kelly, De Giga, who's back, Aarons and Salah Matondo, Dow, Antman, Majowski, and Danilo. So a few players coming back. Two changes for the Old Firm game, and arguably one change for the start on Thursday night. Obviously, we knew that young Barron's out. Diamandi's going back to his role. Asgard comes in a different role. Tav right back. And apart from that, it's the people that's got us the results. Thoughts, Jim?
Just hope Asgard has a better start to the game than they did at the whole last week. As I'm saying, I just hope he's got the right mentality. He don't get up there today, because again, this is going to be another kicking match up here today, I think. Again, I just hope that we got there with the right heads on and get totally in about it.
See when you see right heads on, are you saying that you have to play with the heat and over the heart? Don't get suckered in, is that what you mean?
No, you need to play with the both of them. Right. First of all, I think you need the heart to be wearing a Rangers jersey, and the heat.
That's fair.
Keep the heat getting up there. Because this mob will be out there to boot his arse this park up there today.
I talked about that. I seen a horrendous tackle at a game in Scotland yesterday, but that's another story. I'm sure that's another subject for tomorrow evening. Jim, it's always a hard game up here. You know, traditionally good, bad teams, great sides have had bad records up there in the past. You know, but we've got to just put the ball in the net, concentrate at the back, and we'll win, mate. We'll win. If we do.
Well, here's hoping, fingers crossed, everything else. I think it'll be a hard game, I think.
All right, just for the people who's joining us late, the team is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Diamondi, Asgard, Gassama, Moore, and Chermiti. Substitutes: Kelly, De Giga, Aarons, and Salah Matondo, Dow, Antman, Majowski, and Danilo. There's a few transfers on that bench. Jim, eh?
Aye. Again, it's going to be interesting to see how it works out for some of them with bringing this boy in. Who's actually showing the door? It's going to be very interesting. A few days and a couple of weeks coming ahead for us.
Oh, we'll get a midfielder out for 12 weeks, mate. We're really, really short in that department, mate. I think if there's anybody who's not involved tonight, that would be Rothwell. But we've not heard any more about that, as apart from the strong rumours that he was going to Sheffield United, I believe. Was the strong rumours before, just at Christmas, but nothing's materialised at the moment. Look, we've got a starting 11. Obviously, Sterling, Sunday's knock, out for a few weeks. And Barron's, he's at the team. Now, there was times where I think some of the support, myself included, when I'm saying, right, Barron's got to come out the team. But the last couple of games, he's been excellent. Yeah, so you've got to give credit where it's due. So we might miss him today, mate. Yeah, but hopefully not. People can step up.
Let's see when the other ones need to step up now. I mean, the boys kind of, he's put a shift in the last couple of weeks. So let's just see how it goes today.
Yeah, and look, the midfield hasn't really functioned great all season, but, you know, the last game and a half, Diamonde and Raskin, Barron, you know, I've been fine. That's the standard. Asgard, fleeting glimpses his ability. We know he's a juggler. We know he's got technical ability, but apart from a fantastic goal against Dundee United, he's not really shown a lot. But look, between Christmas and New Year, mate, his goals got us the points, mate.
Right.
Yes. So his goals got us the points, eh? Oh, don't do this to me, Jimmy. You there?
No, I'm still here. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me better?
Aye.
Just
so Asgard,
getting my earphones in there.
you're under a microscope because of the way he plays, yeah?
Aye. It's going to be an interesting one today, big man.
Your thoughts on Asgard playing, mate?
I think he's probably the only choice that we've got there now with the boy Barron's injury, because I don't think he would have been in that starting 11 today if Connor Barron hadn't got his injury.
And there's maybe a chance that if Sterling would have been fit, he still wouldn't have been in it. Is that fair?
Well, possibly, because he might have moved. He would have kept Sterling. He might have put Tab in that middle of in that hole.
I've got their team: Mitov, Devlin, Noster, Palova, Mill, Gavini, Shinnie, Clarkson, Malowski, Cloudson, and Lazatic. I don't know the changes they've got, but I think it's the number 5, Noster. Who I don't know how. I'm not saying he should have been sent off, but he should have definitely been booked at the game on Tuesday night. So we'll see where it takes us. If we play the ball quick, get them turning, mate, get it in the box, we'll score goals. And obviously we showed we'll get a threat for set pieces if we get the delivery right. Jim?
I think Clarkson could be the change. I think Clarkson was missing there, and he came on as a sub.
He was on the bench.
He was on the bench there, that wee boy. I thought they would have actually started him with his pace. Well, obviously they're going to try and get it as a day.
I think he's a decent football player, mate. Yeah.
He's not a bad wee player. He's a nifty wee boy.
You know, so we'll see where it takes us. But another player I want to discuss with you, mate, Chermiti. You know, a few weeks ago we were going, oh no, but now he's slowly turning into a cult hero, mate.
Aye, but give us a few more goals, big man.
Aye. Well, he scored 3 in the last few weeks, mate. So just keep the run going, yeah.
Right. I think one's round about him. Need to start filling in with the goals as well, i.e. midfielders. We need to start getting a wee bit more out of different people. As I'm saying, the big defenders banged in with a few goals. He must be up there. Maybe the top goal scorer, they knew. But a few more of them need to start adding in, i.e. Nico Raskins, he's added. But maybe some for Diamonde and maybe Asgard today anyway.
Gassama and all, mate. Since, I mean, he started well, but he's not exactly set the header on fire, goal scoring the last few months, has he?
No, but he's got it in with the pace. And he needs to be adding. He's the frustration in this squad just now for me.
What you think? There's better to come for him, or you think he should be doing more? What are you thinking?
Both. I think there's more to come for him, but I think he should be doing more.
Aye.
He's got it. He's got it in his locker. But it frustrates me in the way that it's a game up, isn't he? No tracking back and covering and whatever else. I'll tell you what, it'll be interesting to see if he's on a Gomer side today, how much work he actually does, because I think he exposes the wee guy quite a lot.
And your thoughts on Moore?
Moore? He's kind of a clever. I don't know if you watched the Spurs game, but Glenn Hoddle, Merlin once mentioned him last night. He can't believe that Spurs haven't actually got him back and how he's not in that Spurs squad just now. I don't know if you heard it last night, but Hoddle a couple of times mentioned him.
No, I never heard that, mate. I did.
Glenn Hoddle.
To get him on, I didn't. I don't matter if I don't think it would have mattered in the first half if Hoddle would have played himself, but because they get battered, you know.
Hoddle mentioned him a couple of times. Should be in that squad.
It's a bit of a compliment coming from somebody.
Aye.
Him, you know. Aye. So listen, for the people who's joined us late, we'll be the team and then we'll get the phone lines open. So the team is Butland, Tavernier Suter, Fernandez Magoma, Raskin, Diamondi Asgard, Gassama Mua Chermiti. Substitutes Kelly, De Giga, Aarons, and Salah Matondo Dowell, Ant-Man Majowski, Danilo. Well, a few guys that are Ant-Man's back, Matondo's back, De Giga's back for his travels. So pretty much the first team for quad, apart for the two that's picked up the injuries on Tuesday night, they're all available, which is no bad if you're honest at this time of the season, Jim. Yeah, with the Brad Sterling and Barron fit, but you very seldom you'll get everybody fit.
I think we've had a few injuries. I was going to say we've been fortunate, but the usual on some of the Rangers chats, you see them, this stupid medical team and all the rest of it. Again, you can't legislate for the kick that we Barron taken the other night there. Affy Shinny, who will probably have another kick a day. It was a shocking tackle. A couple of kicks at him.
Listen, mate, if you get 10 players out with hamstring or 10 players out with calf injuries because they're doing something in a warm-up or no doing something in a warm-up, you can have a look at that. But impact injuries, I don't think you can blame anybody, you know what I mean?
No, but I'll tell you about the one on the Sterling one. I thought it was strange the other night there, by the way, at half-time. There wasn't any of the subs warming up. And they're saying that's for Sterling Single's game fee, so that could probably be labelled as it. No doing a proper warm-up.
Sterling was on the bench, wasn't he?
Aye.
He never came on to about 70 odd minutes or something.
That's what I'm saying, but at half-time, our players never came out for a warm-up at half-time in that game or anything. So maybe that's one. It could probably be labelled as it.
Well, it depends when you put them on, mate. They should. Substitutes seem to take a long time now in modern game, didn't they? Seem to take forever to get them on the park. You know. Right, okay. Look, that's the team. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye, big game, mate. Big game. We have to keep this momentum going. Any victory today, Jim? Don't know what your thoughts are.
Okay. Just come back down the road with a win, that's all we're asking. Just keep us in there hanging on their coattails. I think the Watery Farts there, 1-1, in the story.
Aye, I've seen that earlier on. Aye, but we just have to keep the momentum going. It's all about us, mate. Never mind about anybody else. All about us. Just keep the momentum going. Win more games, yeah?
Aye. And people were getting a wee bit kind of hot under the collar yesterday because that ball won 4-0 against a very, very, very poor Dundee United team who missed 2 or 3 sitters. So, as I'm saying, never mind them, as long as we win.
Aye, exactly. Keep winning, mate. Keep winning, yeah?
Yep.
You know. obviously we've got the cup tie next weekend, mate, which will be good. And if we get these couple of players in for this week, mate, give them some training, give them some minutes. There's all positives, and then it's 2 weeks before the pressure matches kick in. Yeah, if you've been honest.
Aye.
Yeah.
Because I think we're this month. I think we're away 3 very, very hard away games. I believe. I think we're away to Motherwell. Obviously up here today. I think there's another hard one probably coming in.
Well, if you give me 1 second, I'll give you the fixtures, mate. But you just have to keep winning, mate. You've got to play everybody at some point, mate. I don't, you look at fixtures, and apart from the stupid split, you have to look at everybody. But look, the next up until this month, but after the day, we're home to Annan, home to load of Reds in Europe, home to Dundee, mate. Yeah. And then we're away to Porto. Then we move into February. Away to Hibs, home to Kilmarnock, away to Motherwell, and home to Hearts, mate. Just keep winning, mate. Just keep winning. Yeah. You've got to play them at some point, and that'll be us. We'll need to go back to Motherwell, because we've been there twice, yeah?
Aye.
So,
would you say that today's a 100% a must-win game?
No, never is, mate. But it just gets harder and pressure grows. Just because of arithmetic. But in a football sense, aye. Because you want to keep momentum going, yeah.
Aye.
So hopefully the midfield's got the bit between their teeth, and I think most of the game they controlled. It'll be different today because it's a tighter part, and they'll be on you quicker. That's the big difference between the two pitches.
I think that's maybe the reason why they brought the wee boy Clarkson in here. I think they will try and get at it. It's a bit weedy, isn't it?
Aye. If we get the ball forward, I mean, and we make chances, it's about taking them, mate. And obviously, we've started scoring goals, mate, which obviously takes a bit of pressure off. The one at the start of the season with goal scoring and the chances we gave away, the both combinations were poor. It's improved, so credit to Danny Rowe, mate.
Aye, but I still think some of the goals we were losing are still pretty poor, but we do look a wee bit more solid. Teams are creating chances, but we're creating chances as well. But the big thing is that we need to be taking our chances.
The other thing being that in a decent game of football, you're not gonna go through a game without getting a chance away, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, aye.
So but you've got to, when if you're creating more, you've got to take more chances. Yeah.
Yep. We'll get chances up here today, but we need to be taking them.
Aye. What's your view on Chinmitty, mate? What's your view? I mean, well, I'm not saying he's turned the corner completely, but if you'd asked me 4 or 5 weeks ago, I don't think we'd have had this affection towards him. It's amazing what a couple of goals at a certain place can do, isn't it?
Aye, but my thing with him is I'm still no that I don't think he's getting in the box quick enough. He's not up play and getting people the balls, but you need to get in that box, and I don't think he's doing it enough.
So when you lay it off, you must have got to get in the box. Is that the point?
Aye. That's the point I'm making. I don't think he does enough to get in that.
Well, you'll get more chances then, and that's part of the game, yeah?
Aye.
Yeah. Aye. But when you look at him, just his height, his physique, we've seen him open up, and he has got, as the weeks have went on, his touch has improved. But you're judged through the season and how many goals he scored as a centre forward, so we'll see where he ends up. Well, if you don't mind, get yourself a mute, because we're going to hear from your manager, Danny Rowe. Oh.
All good. Yeah. Danny, just before we got into today's game, the club have completed a signing. I've talked to you. What does he bring to the squad?
Yeah, at first I'm very happy that we could make this signing. Everyone worked very hard in the club to make this done the last couple of days. I think he convinced us with the human side, but also on the physical side, on the pitch. He shows, especially also in the European games, how strong he is. He gives us a little bit a different profile in the middle of the pitch. This is what we are looking for. And yeah, especially also now with the injury, it helps that we have straight a new one in. Yeah, we need also a little bit time for him now. Yeah, and this is good. We have the normal week next week, and then hopefully he's ready for the cup game.
Just on your team, one change with Asgard coming in for obviously the injured Conor Barron. Is it good to have that continuity?
Yeah, I think that was the idea. We don't know today really what they are doing again. Yeah, it could be they change something, they could be not they change something. For us, it's about consistently. We won 2-0, and then you have to keep going in this direction. I see a team, especially the players on the bench, they are really pushing hard. They challenge the first 11. This is good to see. This is what we need. And today will be a tough game, a tough challenge. I think since 3 years we couldn't win here. And today we have to bring everything on. I think it will be a tough place on the pitch, the conditions, everything, but we have to put everything away and focus on our performance. If we do this, we have a chance to win this next game.
And good to get Oliver Antman back in the squad to give you another option.
Yeah, of course, I'm happy that he's back as well. Maybe he gets some minutes today. It's always good when injured players come back.
Perfect. All good. Thank you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye. All the cliches. What you're saying is if we go with the right attitude, play well, we'll win. If you don't do it with the right attitude, you'll struggle in any game of football, Jim. Huh?
That just as we were saying at the start of the show, that we need to go here with the right heat on today.
I would say, I mean, that's every game, but obviously some away games historically are trickier than others. Yeah, and this is one of the ones.
Aye. You're no kidding on me getting up there, man. It's, for as long as I can remember. But he sounds a bit upbeat there. He sounds very upbeat about the signing and about the subs pushing the starting 11, which is a good sign, isn't it?
Well, everything, you know, as I say, all right, it's unlucky. Barron and Sterling being out injured. And obviously, I don't know if you could say Sterling's out injured or he's used to the wee setback in his recovery, because he had been out for nearly a year. So, but Barron's a wee bit unlucky, particularly with formers. So if you're starting to play well and you get that kind of knock, but really on the piece, mate, pretty much over the first team players that are available were bar a couple, and that's all right at this time of the season. We've no suspensions, so we get there with pretty much everybody to pick for. Now, whether people think the players are good enough is a different argument, Jim. But however, most are available, so we get there, we get the ball down, we play, and just concentrate at the back, and we'll win the game if we play.
Aye, we need to play. Need to step up and play, as they say, singing a song, big man.
Aye, it's not a lot to ask, is it?
No. It's a bare minimum you ask for.
Aye. Aye, you want effort, commitment, and sometimes we've watched and been critical of the team. We feel as if we've not had that, but in the last few weeks you can see momentum growing. And momentum and confidence is a big thing in football, in all sport, mate.
Aye.
You know? So who's the main players for you today then, mate?
I think big shooter. He'll need to keep Fernandes on his toes at the back. Jack Butland. Midfield's going to need to. I know we've had against that mob last week. We didn't start the first half in it, and to me that's the worry of the day. About we need to, as I'm saying, I keep on thinking that we need to get our heads on this, and with the heads, we need to get there with the right attitude. against this mob because I think they've come out there kicking that division.
Aye, I get it. Listen, we were disappointed with the first half, but would you take that if we won the game 3-1 again?
Oh, big time.
Aye. You know, it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but I get it. I mean, I was as frustrated as anybody watching this misplacing passes last Saturday. Look, for us, we've had a bit of a rest from Tuesday to Sunday, so hopefully everybody's refreshed and ready to go, Jimmy.
Aye. See, like you're saying there, I felt the chances that they got there on it there came for us in the attacking positions, getting the ball away, taking the right decision. And I think that's still an issue with that team. Is many times the other night there we had a chance to break on them in the second half when we were stretching them. And the decision making was ridiculous. And I think it's still an issue, even though we're still winning.
There's times when we don't pass the ball or we misplace it or we don't get away, mate. But we get away cheaply. I mean, even Nico Raskin for that one when the guy, I think it was the one when the guy miscontrolled it under his foot. Nico got caught at the halfway line messing about with it. I don't know who he tried to pass it to. Yeah. But I suppose all goals, for any teammate, you can maybe trace them back to an error, but sometimes we pick your bones out of everything, mate, eh?
Aye. We did dissect everything, didn't we?
Aye, well, that's us, isn't it? That's us. It's only because we want the team to improve and people to learn. And you mentioned Fernandes, and I think you're right when you mentioned concentration. It's something we've seen, but he's certainly an asset in both boxes with his height and power. What's your thoughts on him?
He's still pretty raw, boy. But there is. It looks as if he can be a danger, as you say, in their boxes. But he can be a bit of a bomb scare at times for us.
I like to concentrate. Listen, he's past it. He's aging that. I think he's past the rawness, mate. You know, he's heading towards his mid-20s. It's not as if he's 17. So it's about getting ahead on and improving, mate, yeah.
He's not away anywhere. He's no. No. We've got a lot of young boys. He's still pretty.
Aye. We have got a reasonably young teammate for the piece, yeah?
Aye. Well, yeah, that boy coming in, I believe he's still pretty young as well, isn't he?
22, mate, aye. 22.
Still a boy.
Aye. I mean, what have we got with experience in the squad? Real experience, a lot of. You've got Suter, Butland, and Tav. Then underneath them, you've got Raskin, and the rest after that are pretty young, mate. Eh?
We say about big Chamiti and all. He's still a young boy.
Aye. I think the thing with Chamiti, mate, is with the signing for that amount of cash, mate. That's which highlighted everything he's done, mate, and magnified every miscontrol, every miss, every lack of. I mean, when you look at it, he'd hardly played any games, and it just, even now, it didn't make sense at the time. It might turn into be a masterstroke, but at the time,
I know.
It didn't make sense, no.
But you know yourself, you're not getting the time at Rangers.
No, I think. I think some of the people involved maybe underestimated the competition, mate. Yeah. You know, you're playing against experienced pros a lot of the time, physical pros, particularly up front, mate. You know, so
I know.
You know, it's a hard school in Ox. You know, they've got some big defenders, as you noticed the other night. I can't remember who it was. He was standing next to Fernandes, and I think they looked similar size, mate.
Yeah, the big boys. I think they'll be pretty physical today. Yeah, that Craig Gordon, by the way, at Ox, I know, and thinking there, what's that save he's just pulled off and to stop his time there. He's clawed it from behind the line.
Just shows you, mate. Just shows you.
Right.
He's a decent age. He's finished now.
Right. Yeah, same one. They've just won 1-0.
Well, we just need to go and win the game, mate. Simple as that.
Right, they won. Right, that's it. They're celebrating that, man, big time. But wait to see this side, man. What I said, big man.
moments, mate, moments, and that's how we need to get one. And if we can win by a couple of goals, mate, same score as we've actually caught up a goal on them, mate. That's I always try to take the positives.
Aye.
And also, it would help us because obviously, if we can go and win the day, it makes it tricky for Aberdeen. Maybe, well, they're in a competition to get in the top 6. And historically, we'd be happy not to go up there in the split, mate. After the split, it would be a ground we would prefer not to go to. Yeah.
Right.
Your take on it, mate. So go and win the game today.
Aye, we need to win it, right? Oh, but again, I've said everything. As long as we don't get beat.
But before we start, we want to win it, mate. Yeah.
Aye.
And arguably one of our best performances all season was a game we never won. You're right. At Paradise, mate. I mean, the chances we had that night was enough chances to win 3 games.
Right, but we need to take them. As I always saying, we'll create chances, but we need to be scoring these chances, and more so in these games.
Yeah. Listen, as we move into the last few minutes and people have seen the team, let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, for those that have joined late, Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Fernandez, McCoburn, Raskin, Diamondi, Asgard, Gassamamua, and Chamiti, Kelly, the jig is back for Africa, Aarons, and Salo, Matondo, Dow, Ant-Man's back for the treatment, Fable, Majowski, and Danilo. So that's the team. Right. I don't think there'll be any changes to the way we set up. I think that'll be a similar setup to what we set up at Parkhead. I don't think he'll go with a 4-3-3 the way he started the second half at their place. I just don't think he will. I think he'll go and try and impose ourselves on the game, and hopefully we keep possession all right and control the match, Jim.
Aye, again, but you're always saying you're better on the front foot, Ox. I'd be going for them for the start, mate. I wouldn't like to have them start dictating play.
Don't give him any oxygen, is that what you're saying?
I kill the game, get out and get the game won, then see how it goes. If there's a chance of getting, again, Matondo, man, invisible man.
Aye, there's that as well. If you can look, goals, it's goals. It's not about playing well. Playing well is superb, but it's all about scoring goals. And obviously, if you score goals and you can keep out the other end, you're going to win matches. It's as simple as that, Jim.
Aye, as we kept on saying away back when under the Russell Martin and all the rest of it. If it was an easy game and you try to overcomplicate it, then you end up having problems.
Oh, Russell Martin. Try to raise that one, yeah?
Yeah, I try to raise it, but just think back that short time and they stupid points and you dropped all other place, man. We should have probably had this league winning now.
I suppose everybody can say that, mate, you know.
I think the points that we dropped, I think we could probably say that.
I know, but if you think of some of the games, we were actually lucky to take a point. You know, Falkirk away, I thought we were poor. I know that was the end, but there was a few games, even Dundee at Ibrox, when we got a draw, mate. We weren't great, you know. We could easily
could have won it. The last kick of the ball, it was offside. Minimum again. Motherwell, the first game of the season, we were terrible. The Low says a goal with 3 minutes to go, then missed a sitter minutes into stoppage time. We didn't start playing until they scored, I felt.
Aye, you're right. Moments again, mate. You know, so what department, I mean, you talked about the defence, yeah? You think that Gassama and Moore are going to have the physical capabilities to enjoy their afternoon, evening up here?
You're hoping that we Moore could maybe just be the figure point in the game, man. You're just hoping you get a wee man kind of produces the goods.
The problem is traditional up here, they'd try and leave a marker on them, wouldn't they?
Aye. That's what I'm saying. The physicality. I think this park will cut up big time of day then, and he'll try and leave a few. Well, Shinny did the other night there when he booked his wee Baron.
Aye. I didn't know he was on the park in the second half to that happened.
Now, I did because I thought there was 2 referees on the park. Every time we put a tackle or something, the man he was in fighting on the referee's ear.
Aye. I thought he was chasing shadows for most of the second half. Then all of a sudden I seen him. I was like, oh, but look, mate, we know what he's got in his locker, but if you play football and you pass him over him, you take him out the game, yeah. And his lack of pace, a couple of games has been shown up, so we shouldn't be worrying about him. But we've got to do our jobs, Jim. Keep saying it, but it's true, yeah.
Yep.
So, who's going to be the guy you think is going to have to influence this guy? I've got a name in my head, and I wonder if you've got the same name. Who's going to have to take control and make it happen? There's one name for me.
Are we having Moody the same, maybe?
No, I've got Nico Raskin.
Nico Raskin.
Make his play, control the game, mate. Shows what you've got. Hopefully he's coming into the form. He came into this time last year when he had a great 3 or 4 month year.
Aye. Well, he's a danger. He's still a danger at these set pieces that you're going about. But it'll be interesting to see if Tar's back on everything again today. Maybe Barron it.
Aye, well, obviously Barron took the... Mr. Fox has been saying that for years at times, that get to having the box. If it drops him, he's shown all the pace. He's got an instinct to score a goal instead of taking him at times. Tav shuffled the pack a wee bit, and Raskin got the run on the guy and got the header.
I noticed the other night against Aberdeen that he was more advanced than Big Samiti at times. He was in that centre forward position.
Aye. As long as he does his defensive job today, yeah, because a tight part, they'll try and get the ball, but partner, if he's too advanced, they'll play to that area. I would. Yeah, that's what I would.
Every team's doing it. Every team's doing it in New They're playing through.
I would. I don't think James Tavernier has been my worst player this season, mate, but it's just that we're comparing him with the guy 4 or 5 years ago, and it's no fair. Because obviously he's getting to the back end of his career, and he has played some amount of football, mate. It's frightening. They're not his numbers, yeah.
He gets a lot of criticism, doesn't he? But again, the years are no going hangman for him. He's all right. We're all getting older.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. People might think his time's up, and I get that, I understand it, but when you'll not realise what you've got to, it's not there anymore, because you're the piece.
Yeah, that's a true saying, isn't it? Right.
You're the piece, value for cash. Never been the best defender, never been the worst. And what he's gave us, I think he's in the credit side, which some of the players the last 10 years, there's not that many in the credit side, mate, yeah.
You're right, there's not been that many of them hung about for the length of time.
No, what have 10 years, mate, 10 years. Even in good times, it's a long time. So hopefully he's a quiet game today, and we're talking about Chernity, Moore and Gassama, mate. Because that means, in a positive sense, mate, that means that you're scoring goals, eh?
Right.
So we've got the placements on the pitch. We've got 2 centre forwards, we've got midfield players, we've got centre halves, we've got fullback cover, yeah. So as the squads, they might not have everybody's first choices, but at least we've got all the cover back. And it's quite an experienced bench compared to what it's been sometimes this season, mate.
Aye. Well, but the manager feels as if he was saying the other night there that he feels that's what the problem is, that the players that he's bringing on are enhancing the group. It's already started, and he's probably right, and that's probably where the problem is, that the ones coming on are enhancing the game in the way that they be.
No, because a lot of the guys wouldn't be first choice for us as supporters. De Giga, when the first time I seen De Giga, I went, wow, he's got a bit of pace, but he hasn't filled up to his initial promise. Aaron's, I'm not a fan of, and Salah being a bit unlucky. Matondo, well, Dell's not everybody's favourite. Ant-Man, you know, I'm hoping that something was annoying him and he was carrying it, mate. And we get Murphy. Miovski had a run when he scored 8 goals, but he hasn't shown a lot. And Danilo, we know he's a good football player, but I think we all pretty much agree that he ain't a number 9, Jim, and that's the problem because of the way we play. We sort of play with a lone striker, innit?
I know. I hope the big man can just do something for us today. What's your views been on Miovski this season, if you don't mind me asking? Ox.
Well, there was times I felt sorry for him, mate, and because look, he's a penalty box striker. I mean, we're not making any chances. You know, he doesn't bring a lot to the party. He has shown a work rate and getting back. Well, I think it was in Tuesday night. He chased somebody right down to the corner flag. But like Chernity, mate, all the chasing and harrying and getting involved in play, you'll be judged in the goals you score. And he's done. Obviously, he scored 3 goals in 2 games and then he got injured. But we know if you give him a chance, he's not a bad penalty box striker. But the complaints for him is when the ball's been played up to him in the forward areas, mate, he hasn't kept it. He's gave it away cheaply. And some of his control and passing to bring people in the attacking third have been poor. So at this moment in time, I would say he's a miss. But if he can go on a run and score goals, because that's how he'll be judged, it'll no matter how he plays. If he scores goals, it'll be a hit. That makes sense?
I just think Aye, but I don't think that's his game. He's back to the goal. I think he needs to be playing on that shoulder.
They need to make chances for him.
That's what need to make chances for him, and that's what I feel a wee bit for him. He's not that player. He's back to goal, holding it up, getting somebody in. He needs to be playing on that shoulder going forward. Because his time at Aberdeen, that's what I remember him playing on that shoulder and getting away from people.
I don't think he's looked fit the whole time he's been ways, mate.
Again, could be another one. He's maybe been carrying something.
All right, how's it going to go today? Give your prediction, mate, or how your thoughts? I know everybody likes doing it, but what's your thoughts?
I'm hoping for a win. I'm going 2-1 because I think they maybe get chances. But I'm going 2-1 Rangers, hopefully.
Any victory.
Any victory, aye.
A bridge man, both halves, and I'll be extremely happy. Listen, Jim, thanks for joining us.
Hey, bother. I'll get you for the show, big man.
Yes, hopefully we'll all be in a good mood. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Famous famous RFC. Na na na.